Hi everybody, my name is Paul Mauger, and this is my final project for the Financing for Development, MOOC. And I chose Haiti as the country. It is a country in fragile situation. It has a CPIA of 2.9, and it has a population of approximately 12 million young people. I would say around 50% of the population is young. I did choose three strategic pillars that are fundamental for the success of the country, the economic development, and they must be aligned with the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, and also the National Strategic Plan underway in Haiti right now. So first big pillar is transparency. I believe that to begin, all members of the government and all the politicians must renew their commitment to move ahead with a long-term vision as stated in the strategic plan I mentioned and reinforced by the SDGs. The second point would be review and adjust all the institutional and legal framework to make business, for doing business, as mentioned by the World Bank also, that would attract foreign direct investment to finance climate change projects. A third point would be to blend domestic financing and international ports using a mix of ODA money that comes from other countries, and in that sense they could maybe lower rates, increase, make it long-term projects, and using that money blended with private money. The private money would be paid for rates of return, higher rates of return, but with less risk maybe. Make a coalization of financing. And fourth, I think they should adjust legislation to make it simple and affordable to increase remittances from abroad. That's very important. I think they have a lot of Haitians living abroad, and they could send more money if it was more affordable and simple. I have some ideas about that, but it's not how to do it, but I think they need to do it. And also increase the diaspora giving, and maybe why not have a repatriation program as we had here in Brazil for those who have money outside the country. The second big pillar would be knowledge and cooperation as sources for the decision process, and in that sense I think they need to first to map the civil society and see what are the people that we want to focus on, or the target customers, in other words, and then for them create some education programs that would involve the better use of water, better use of energy, transportation, also explain why we need fiscal stability, and also domestic and personal finance programs of education, so people will learn how to deal better with money, microfinance, and things like that. These education methods are the best cost-benefit factors ratio I've ever seen, and I believe that they can be put in place immediately. Secondly, under the knowledge pillar, I would say establish some performance indicators that could reward innovation and creativity, specifically more related to energy efficiency or energy renewables, water use, health, and education improvements. I think that's use the creativity of civil society. And a third point would be to use technology and intelligence methods to leapfrog access to digital mechanisms, like smartphones and other kind of gadgets that civil society could use, help improve communication, inhibit tax fraud and evasion, align with what other countries are doing. We need to integrate all this intelligence. And it can also help the country for disasters, natural damages, maybe. Under the third pillar, accountability, I would mean they need to keep the goals to maintain, update, and align all these mechanisms for coordination, monitoring, and evaluation of the government program. That's very important, how to keep pace and not let it slide, make the adjustments whenever necessary. Make sure to reward all the successful initiatives, and make sure that compliance and ethics are identified as natural and fundamental values for achieving results in the best interests of the country. I think with these measures we would attract foreign capital, foreign and domestic private investors to invest in projects, finance projects that will generate many jobs and last for a long time. Thank you very much, and we hope this will help with our friends in this process of learning. I did learn a lot. Thank you very much.